you don't really need to like plug it in those two hours.
The Varsity Panthers are under the direction of Adam Foster with assistance from flag court advisor Grace Lemieux. The field commanders Natalie Carolyn Cortez Becerra and Ryan Jeffrey.
I did the same thing myself.
Are Billy Daniel and Isaac Hagerman. The first selection of tonight's performance was released by Pulling the Game on September 29, 1980, and quickly reached number 1 on the U.S. R&B chart and number 10 on the Billboard 200. Here is Celebration. Our second selection for tonight's performance is a single released in 1969 by Neil Diamond. The song reached number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100 and sold over 1 million copies. Join the Varsity Panthers and sing along to Sweet Caroline. is a popular single released by Queen in 1979. As the marching season winds down, we get ready to say goodbye to our seniors. They want to say, "Don't stop me now." The band would like to thank the band teachers for their continuous work and support, the administration for their support of the program, and all of you for attending tonight's game. Good night and go Panthers! Ladies and gentlemen, please keep your seats. As the Aces Rock Marching Band presents their 2022 halftime show, Behind the Mask. Tonight, the masked marbles come out to play as the band presents the mysterious, heroic, and the pop music from the darkened theater. We begin our performance this evening at the Palais Garnier in Paris. The mysterious masked man haunts the movie and his angel of music. The Phantom of the Opera is there, inside your mind. Genius intellect, specializing in chemistry, and invention all describe our next masked marvel. It's the Spider-Man. And strong sense of justice. With no superpowers, this masked hero relies on his intellect, fighting skills, wealth, and stealth. It's not who I am underneath, but what I do that defines me. It's Batman.
Back on the headset microphones.
Yes.
All right. I thought we would. That's okay. They're going to put 3 more minutes on the clock here for warm-ups.
Well,
it's only been
doesn't mean we
7
have
weeks.
to talk.
It's only been 7 weeks of football, Christopher. I thought you'd have known that by now.
Nope. I'm sorry, Bill. You should
That's
set
all
your
right.
expectations lower.
Oh boy, I won't touch that.
It's getting a little chilly.
I know. I was
putting
gonna,
on my coat right
I was
now.
gonna. You know, I had 3 minutes. I thought I could run out to the.
Well, I mean, I can take color for 3 minutes. Hopefully. Don't know if that's any reassuring, but.
That's all right.
Well, here, I could run down and get your coat
No,
for
it's
you
okay.
if you need it. Here,
If it gets really bad,
here, I got gloves for you.
but that's okay. No, it's not too bad. I'm a hardened veteran of
You're
many
used to this.
many broadcasts under less than ideal situations.
I'll bring the scoreboard back on screen here.
Back in the Stone Age when I worked in commercial radio, when we would do our holiday drives for toys or food or whatever, we had many live broadcasts that we did outside early in the morning where it would be below zero even sometimes. And
No coats or anything?
we would have coats, but it would still be awful darn cold. I mean, believe me,
The coats can only do so much.
you wouldn't think it, but you spend 2 hours standing outside when it's like 15 degrees or 10 degrees,
Yeah.
and you're cold. By
Yeah.
the time you're done,
Yeah, there's been a couple times where me and you have, but thankfully me and you have these nice insulated jackets.
and like I said, on our winter sports that we cover are all indoors.
Yes.
Thank goodness the Aces don't have like a sled dog team or something like that.
Well,
The team's back out on the field doing their warm-ups, and we can, I guess we can touch on a few other things as we get ready for the second half to get started here shortly. We do want to let everybody know that at least I think we're going to set our alarms, and we're going to be at the school tomorrow, right, for volleyball action.
Yes. Sorry.
You had me worried for a minute there.
I had to
well,
think
let me think about it. If you're going to give me the option, Bill. But the Lady Aces are hosting. It's a tri-meet. So Wayne, Trace, and Lincoln View will be at Hicksville tomorrow. And the first match will play at 10. And usually the tri-matches go till somewhere between 1:30 and 3 in the afternoon, depending on the number of games they play. Usually, if I remember correctly from last year, the way they do it is that they play the JV and the varsity simultaneously to save time. So the junior varsity matches will take place in the auxiliary gym, and the main gymnasium will host the varsity matches. And so we will be in the main gym bringing you the varsity coverage. Usually Hicksville plays the first and third matches. So it'll be, I don't know whether this will actually be the case, but it'll be like Hicksville will play Wayne Trace, and we will live stream that. Then we'll end that live stream. And then Wayne Trace will play Lincoln View. We won't be streaming that middle match. And then we'll be back on with the final match, which will be Hicksville against Lincoln View or whatever the case may be.
This is certainly different going on in the middle of the
This is normal that they do
both
before they start the
quarterbacks.
second half. Yeah, they just come back out and they sort of like re-establish everything and and
sportsmanship. And
so again, as was the case of the deferral, the Panthers will receive the football. That was Lamb out there acting captain, and Balzer out there for the Aces, and so Hicksville will kick off. Hicksville will be on this side of the screen. If you're watching on TV, that would be to your right. The right side of the screen will be where the Aces are, and the left side will be Paulding. So we're going to have volleyball coming your way Saturday. And then Christopher and I have to sit down on Monday. I know that I will definitely be at the Village Council meeting. But I wanted to talk to Christopher and see if Christopher wanted to stick around. And at 5 o'clock, there's junior high volleyball in the auxiliary gym. And we haven't had a chance to cover any junior high volleyball action yet.
yeah,
So I thought I'd see if Chris might be interested in
Yeah, how about
going solo, or at least for a part of it, and then I'll join him when I can.
I'll check my schedule, and I should be able to.
I think it's going to be against Edgerton. So junior high volleyball against Edgerton on Monday, and then you and I can do the JV and varsity volleyball against Edgerton on Tuesday. So we're getting ready to get the second half underway. Again, if you're just joining us, welcome back. And at halftime, it's the Aces leading Paulding 20-7. Panthers getting ready to get the ball. It's a low roller. They're going to, it's going to get away from him, scoop it up back at about the 30-yard line. Still on his feet across midfield. Nice return for the Panthers across the Aces. 40-yard line into about the 39, I think is where they're going to mark him down. Did you catch his number, Christopher?
No, I did not.
Okay.
Caught a little bit of the number there. I'm 77.
Yeah.
I saw a 7 in there. That's about what I saw.
Either way, it was a nice return as they get the ball all the way to the Aces' 39-yard line, first and 10 Paulding.
Speaking of numbers, I forgot to ask who number 74 was for the Aces. Well, I'll do that next time
So
out.
far, it was just because he lost his helmet. Lamb with the carry, number 33 down to the 35-yard line. They're going to say actually 36. So a pickup of about 3 for Lamb will make it 2nd and 7 for the Panthers. They're down by 13 here at Aces Field, starting off the third quarter tonight. Had a hard time. I was announcing for the band, and everybody next door is like got these. They're buying they've got donuts for sale here tonight. Larson with the ball, and Larson inside the 35-yard line. Looks like he might have picked up a couple. They're going to mark him at the 34. So that's going to bring up third down and about 5 for the Panthers. So yeah, one of the classes is selling. I won't say the name brand, but it's a name brand of donuts boxes. So had people next door while I was announcing the band bringing in all these boxes of donuts. They really smell really good. Yeah. Oh well. Here we go. Fife gets the snap. Fife hands it off to Lamb. Lamb battling, trying to surge forward for first down yardage. He breaks free, and he manages to carry the pile. I thought they had him short, but Lamb would not give up, and his teammates, I think, helped him out. They push him all the way down to about the 24-yard line. The 23-yard line, excuse me.
You just see the Aces there of what just happened.
We could hear the Paulding coaches going, they were screaming, yeah. We could hear the Aces coaches going, no.
Bill, that's the first time I've seen something like that happen.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line for the Panthers, looking to draw a little bit closer on the scoreboard. Fife has a quick chat with Lamb. Fife's going to hang on to the ball himself. Nope, not that time. He'll be dropped at about the 27-yard line. So Fife's going to lose a couple. They're going to say, well, actually just the 26-yard line. So kind of a generous spot from the official, but that's okay. Still makes it 2nd and 12. So here come the Panthers, 2nd and 12 at the 26-yard line. Oh, and disaster strikes again. Again, Fife got a snap that I don't know if it was a little bit too soon or wasn't expecting it, or it bounced off his hands, and he goes running over to the sideline. I don't know if his hands are starting to get cold out there, but it bounced off his hands, hit the turf, and Fife had option A, fall on the ball, or option B, turn over the football, so he took option A.
He slipped off of it there for a moment.
Yeah.
Thankfully, there was another Panther right there to jump on it for him. Although number 50,
a fumble, but not a lost fumble for the Panthers.
Number 64 for the Aces. 54 got really close. If he was there probably a few seconds earlier.
So here we go now, 3rd and 12. Like that 3rd and 14. And false start.
Well, Panther was
Aaron-
off the race,
so
off to the races.
The official might not have called it right away, but Aaron Klima sure did. False start. And
a Paulding Panther ran about 10 yards until he looked behind him and had the look of, oops.
That's that lonely feeling when you're all alone. 3rd and 20 now for the Panthers. 8:40 left to go in quarter number 3. Fife working out of the shotgun. Again, Lamb the back behind him. 2 wide receivers out on either side. Fife dropping back to throw. Fife works his way through traffic. Fife finds a seam. Fife spin move, and Fife down inside the 30. His posterior sits down at the 29-yard line. And with all the fumble and the false start or whatever, even though that was a pretty significant gain, it still doesn't even make it back to the original line of scrimmage. It's 4th and 11. So 1 yard behind where Paulding started this drive. And it looks like, they started this drive. They had first down on the 23, 24-yard line. So they look like they were in plumb position, and they've just gone backwards. So timeout on the field, and that's going to be called by the Panthers. Again, they used all 3 of their timeouts in the first half, and that's the first time Christopher and I have seen a team use all 3 of their first half timeouts in this football season.
Yes.
So they used one early here tonight.
I got the chance. So I'm going to go find out that number for you.
If you want. Ooh. Christopher takes off his headphone. So there's timeout on the field. And again, Aces up 20-7. It's 4th and 11 for the Panthers. They have the football. So they're talking things over. They're comfortably in Aces territory. So probably 4-down territory for the Panthers, down by 13.
Okay, I got that.
So were you able to?
Yes, number 74 is J.J. Avalos.
J.J. Avalos.
Hope I said his last name correctly, but it's something along the lines.
Okay. I'll have to write him down. He's not on the original. Here we go.
Paulding's going to be going
Fife dropping
for it.
back, and Fife's going to get taken down. Back at the 35-yard line.
Number 54 for the Aces with the takedown.
The Aces swarm him. Methvin gets him and drops him. They're going to say actually he was down at the 34-yard line.
I'm sorry, actually.
So that'll be a turnover on downs. Aces will take over 1st and 10 on their own 34.
Okay, nope, I was correct. They were all high-fiving 64, which made me thought he was the one who had to play, but nope, as soon as the 54 got on the sideline, getting all pats. Had me confused there for a moment.
Here we go. Aces back on offense. 7:45 to go, quarter number 3. Balzer gets the snap. Brody caught. And out to the 40-yard line, Bronson Graber. Graber gets it to the 41. Pickup of about 7. It'll be 2nd down and about 3 for the Aces. There goes the Cheshire Cat. If you're just tuning in and that seems like out of nowhere, it's Homecoming's theme is Once Upon a Time fairy tales. So the student section, there's a lot of them dressed up like different fairy tale characters, from various movies and so forth. And we just saw somebody dressed as the Cheshire Cat walk by in front of us down in the stands. Balzer gets the snap, hands off to George Green. Green wide open. Goodbye. Nope. Yes, I was right the first time. Green into the end zone he goes. Oh, boy. 59 yards for the score. That is the 3rd long carry into the end zone for George Green tonight. He ate his Wheaties this morning.
Yes, he did.
And we're not endorsing Wheaties. No promotional fee has been paid.
Yes.
So that makes it 26-0. PAT Camacho. Gets it up. That looks good. And it is. Camacho 3 for 4 tonight. He'll make it 27-7. Aces now up by all their fingers and all their toes. 20-point advantage, 27-7. 6:47 to go in quarter number 3. The Aces are going to get ready to kick the ball off once again, and the Panthers be ready to receive one more time tonight. And after, like I said, after kind of a brutal start to this season, you can tell the difference here tonight.
The Aces are awoken.
It is just a fun night here at Aces Field. Everybody's having a great time.
You know, I think
and
you
we're
and I
so
will
glad
both,
to have you with us.
I think you and I would both agree that there are some times where against all the odds, you get the Aces and you get them motivated. They can go against all the odds, and they can be very unpredictable.
Mm-hmm.
In some cases, we've seen them turn seasons around like this before.
Well, they're going to have their work cut out for them next week. We'll talk more about that when we get towards the end of the game. We'll look forward to week number 8. And our last road trip for football for the regular season. Camacho's going to tee it up. He's going to get ready to kick one more time. And that one's going to be scooped up back at about the 20-yard line. Spin move, still on his feet. He's out to the 35, and that's where they'll stack him up. So that was, I think he said number 42, Gavin King. But return out to the 35-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Panthers. And another tackle for a loss, about a yard. He wound up back at about the 29-yard line, but they're going to mark him down at the 34. I see what you're trying to show me now. Okay. 2nd and 11 for the Panthers. Live streaming, and the bots are out tonight.
Yes. Which speaking of that, I'm just going to give a quick disclaimer to anybody watching that may be on a laptop or a phone. Any links that might be posted in our chat, please do not click on them.
Nope.
They are not us in any way. Any live streaming links or any links you may see in our chat, unless they are directly by us, which you will see if there's a check mark right next to our name, that means it is posted directly by us.
Long pass, and another great defensive play. Owen Stuckey, because otherwise there would have been no stopping Larson if he'd made that grab, but Stuckey comes in and bats it away, brings up 3rd and 11, and saves what probably would have been 6 points for the Aces. They'll put the ball back down on the 34-yard line, where it'll now be 3rd down and 11. Fife sets up under center, gets the snap. Fife. And Fife is going to be sacked at the 30-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down and long, and likely the punting team will be coming out for Paulding as the Aces defense handle the Panthers one more time. And the Aces will get ready to get the ball back and go back on offense. Brant Langham going to be their deep man. Brant's positioning himself at about the 35-yard line. Balzer's back there with him too. And now they're going to come up a couple steps. Foul in the air. It's a short, high punt. Kicks down. It's going to roll out of bounds at about the 44-yard line.
Well, Coach Smith
was right there. Yeah,
he tried to stop it before hitting a cheerleader, but went in between his legs and still hit the cheerleader. Good job for Coach Smith for trying, at least looking out for the cheer squad.
So short punt, flag on the play. So we'll see what that is. The flag is on the Aces side of the field at about the 42-yard line. We'll keep our eye on the man with the white hat and see what the indication is. And it's going to be a personal foul against the Panthers. First down, Aces. And that's going to take the ball from the 44 to the 41 of the Panthers. So that's the second personal foul called against Paulding here tonight. Just under 5 minutes to go in quarter number 3. Bill and Chris, glad to have you with us on the HIX-TV YouTube channel. Varsity football action on a Friday night. Timeout on the field as the Aces get the Panthers to burn another one. Paulding's only got one timeout left, so if they are able to get things up and running and draw close enough to make it a competitive game here in the fourth quarter, they're only going to have one timeout in their back pocket to work with. So again, Ace is doing a good job here tonight on both sides of the football, up 27-7. Looking for win number 1 here on this homecoming night at Aces Field. Tomorrow, October the 1st. J.R. Mendoza down on the sideline.
Oh, yeah, I see him right there.
Got his helmet off. Happy talk with the coaches. Homecoming dance tomorrow night. Brody Balzer keeps it. Balzer to the 40-yard line. 39. Brody will pick up about 3. I'll give him 2. Make it a 2nd and 8.
Paulding Panthers are getting a little close there. They're doing some gestures towards the Aces sideline.
Like I said, there's no love lost between these two teams here tonight.
Yes.
We'll put it that way. The referees have been doing a good job.
Yep.
Keeping things under control.
They're a little fine with a little gesturing, but
you know, again,
they don't want it going too far themselves.
Both head coaches have got their back up a little bit a couple times tonight, and Green with the carry. Green submarines down underneath, then gets down to near the 36-yard line. Keep that clock rolling. The clock is, first time I've said this all season, the clock is the Aces' friend here tonight.
Yes.
Up by 20 and keep it rolling. Every second they tick off, that's one less second that the Panthers have to work with to try to get back into this football game. Balzer. High snap. Brody's going to hang on to it himself. Brody straight ahead. Nope. Back to the 35-yard line. That's all she wrote. So that'll still be a positive gain of about, well, maybe 2 or 3 yards. We'll see. It'll be 4th down. I'm going to say 4th and about 4.
Yep, you're correct.
Yeah. So the Aces, 4-down territory here on the Panthers side of the field, a 4th and 4. About 3 minutes left in the third quarter. By the time this football is snapped. 3 minutes mark. Nobody bites on the hard count. So here we go. Balzer looking to put it in the air. He's got a man. Overthrows Langham. That'll be incomplete on 4th down, so the Aces will turn it over on downs. And Paulding will take over 1st and 10 on their own 35-yard line. Down by 20.
J.R. Mendoza coming in.
Back on defense. JR Splits his time between being a wide receiver and a defensive back. So they were talking about, Fife and the head coach were talking about something over on the far sideline, and they just took too long, and they had to call their third and final timeout. Or was it the Aces?
I saw the referee look over, so I think he might have said delay of game or.
Yeah, so they called the timeout because, like I said, they were deep in conference over there, and I think they lost track of time. So no more timeouts. We got 2:44 to go in the third quarter, and the Panthers have burned their last timeout.
Hicks, I actually do not think Hicksville has a play clock.
No, not one set up.
Nope.
Well, when you make your first $1 million, you can donate one.
You know, Bill, now you ever say that if I ever win the lottery? Might.
So timeout on the field. Aces still have their full complement of 3.
So what you're saying, Bill, that we've never seen a team use all their timeouts in the first
quarter.
Well, we've never seen a team use all of their timeouts.
All 6 of them gone. So here we go.
Now the clock's really going to be in the Aces'
No
favor.
more timeouts for the Panthers. Fife drops back. Fife looking downfield. Fife tries to take off running, and he's going to get wrapped up and taken down. That was number 64.
George Green with the tackle for the Aces.
That was 44. Okay, I thought it was 64.
I'm just going off of what the
there's a number
field announcer.
There's a number 64 out there, but his name again.
There's a 54, a 64, and a 44.
Yeah, well, I've got 44. That's George Green. 54 is Nolan Methvin.
George is on the sideline.
But 64 was that AJ Avalos? Or was that JJ Avalos?
No, that's number 74.
Yeah.
There's a lot of 4s on the Aces squad. I think, actually, Bill, there is a 4 for every. You got 44, 34, a 24.
So anyway, number 64 is another mystery player we'll track down. Oh. Almost a catch by Larson and almost an INT for Stuckey, but neither of them controls the football. It hits the turf. And that brings up 4th down and 17 for the Panthers. I'm assuming they're going to be punting it. Fife going over to talk to the head coach real quick. Again, they've got to be mindful of the play clock now because they can't call a last-minute timeout.
They can't.
And we'll see if they're going to go for it on 4th and very long. They're down by 20, and it looks like they are. Fife dropping back. Fife, ball in the air. And it's up in the air. Larson couldn't get a hold of it. And it was one of those ones that went straight up in the air, was sort of up for grabs. Nobody can get a hold of it, though. It falls to the turf, incomplete, and the Aces are going to take over. Or was that 3rd down? The down marker said 4. So there's an official timeout here. When they snapped the ball, the down marker on the other side of the field said it was 4th down. But now the scoreboard said it was 4th down.
So it looks like they're going to try and figure out.
Was it 4th down or was it 3rd down? And did the down marker guy flip the number too soon?
I counted 3 plays.
Okay. So it is 4th down. It was the down marker person that changed He changed it mid-play. He changed it twice and didn't realize it.
Yes, or he changed it
Whatever
as the
case
play happened.
So
got a little ahead of there.
Bottom line is, it is now 4th down, 4th and 17. Ball on the 30-yard line, and indeed, the punting unit is out for the Panthers. Larson, their punter, number 9. Good snap, good punt. Comes down to Balzer. Balzer catches it at the 38-yard line, hands it off to Langham. Brant Langham on the far side. Langham turning on the Jets. Langham still on his feet, reverses the field, and they finally get him around the 15-yard line. Brant Langham with another great return on a punt tonight. As the cheerleaders are throwing, they got little mini footballs they're chucking into the crowd. I was wondering, all of a sudden, everybody in the crowd started freaking out even more than usual, and it was like, they're all trying to get the little footballs.
Haven't we gotten one of those before, Bill? I think we did get one up here one time.
Nope.
We did.
Far, no.
No, we've gotten a frisbee.
Every now and then, a lot of times the cheerleaders, one of the girls or their advisor.
George Green find a hole?
Yep. One of their advisors will, just to be nice, will say, here you go, and they'll give us one.
Or if there's extras at the end of the game.
But so far, we've never had one of the cheerleader gals been able to launch one of the footballs all the way into the press box. We've had them hit right below the window.
I'd say we had, when me and Brian were doing Demolition Derby, we had a fireman get really close to the frisbee up in the grandstand.
Yeah. All right, Balzer. So, 12, 13 years known, at least not into. I think one time a girl actually did throw one into the window next door to us, but that's the only time I've ever seen it done. Like I said, I've had a couple times where they've thrown it up towards us and it's bounced off the facing just below the window.
Oh, right, no, because I remember that. There was one time I nearly grabbed it, but my hand slipped when it smacked right below. 15 seconds left in the quarter.
3rd and 11.
Which looks like
Aces are just going to let the time expire. They were checking with the officials to make sure that the time on the play clock was more than the time on the game clock, and it was. So they just let that burn down, and that's the end of the 3rd quarter. So we've played 3, and at the end of the 3rd quarter, it's the Aces leading the Paulding Panthers 27-7 here on homecoming night. As we get ready for the 4th and final quarter, we want to say another big thank you to another one of our Diamond Level underwriting supporters. Underwriting all of our Aces sports coverage, that's the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Remember that if you're in the market for a vehicle, want one brand new, pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, check out the selection on the lots, or you can check out the entire dealer inventory anytime at jimschmidtauto.com. Remember, it's always about service before, during, and after the sale at the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. So proud to have them. So none of our Diamond Level underwriting supporters, they've been with us now for over 13 years doing just that. We cannot thank them enough. We hope that you will voice your appreciation too. Remember, anytime you see Aces Sports on HIX-TV, they're the ones that help make it possible. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. 12 minutes on the clock. And here we go, 3rd and 11 for the Aces at the 17-yard line of the Panthers. Balzer. Flag thrown, false start. Back it up. That'll be 3rd and 16. Didn't need that.
No, we did not.
No time off the clock. The clock will start rolling with the snap of the football, but they throw the flag before the football could be snapped. Balzer, again, working the hard count. Handoff. Nope. Fake handoff to Green. Balzer hangs on to it himself. He'll power forward down to about the 17-yard line, back to about the original line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th down. So 4th and about 12, 13.
Looks like they got 14 up there. They're going to bring out the punting
Nope,
unit?
now it's 4th and 12. 4 down territory. The Aces are going for it all. No guts, no glory. Here we go. Balzer, ball in the air. There ain't nobody there. Cutting back and trying to get to the football
Oh, he did get it.
is Langham.
He caught it, but it wasn't going to be first down.
Well, they say that he caught it with a little help from the turf.
Yes, yes.
He dove and
He still, yeah.
So
Officially, he
ball,
didn't catch it, but he caught it.
It was an incompletion. So it'll be 1st and 10, Paulding from their own 17-yard line. The Panthers have got 83 yards to go to put points on the board. No timeouts. And 11 minutes and 15 seconds to go here in quarter number 4. On this last night of September 2022. Fife, ball in the air, intercepted. Langham with the grab. Langham, he'll return the ball down to near the 5-yard line. Brant Langham with the pick. He can't do the pick 6. He comes darn close, though. Langham down to the 6-yard line. Wow. Aces liking that. It's good to see.
Yes.
Oh, it's gotten quiet over on the Paulding side of the field as they see their Panthers looking to maybe take one on the chin here tonight. 1st and goal from the 6-yard line for the Aces. Balzer with the snap. Brody hanging on to it himself, working his way through inside the 5, down to about the 4, where it'll be 2nd and goal. Keep that clock rolling, too. Keep it on the ground. Keep it inbounds.
Getting the play from Coach Smith.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta say, it's funny sometimes watching the symbols, the coordination. I just see like waving arms and like an okay, and I'm.
Which ones are real? Which ones are?
Oh, sometimes I wonder if he's down there doing the Macarena.
Trying to turn the corner, a flag thrown. And it's going to come back. It's a hold against the Aces, the early indication. So this one will come back. It'll be 10 yards from the spot of the foul. So it was a 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line. They'll move the ball back to about the 15-yard line. So it looks like the hold occurred at around the 5. So behind the line of scrimmage. So it'll be 2nd and goal now from the 15-yard line for the Aces. 4 down territory, so the Aces will have 3 more cracks at it. 2nd, 3rd, and 4th down. Unless they want to trot Camacho out, try to kick a field goal. I suppose that's a possibility, too.
Yes.
Balzer with the snap. Balzer spins around, and the ball hits the turf.
It might be recovered by Paulding.
So we'll see.
I saw
And
Paulding. Yeah, I saw
Yep.
Paulding Panther jump on it first. Let me see if I can get you that number.
So
Number 53 for Paulding, I'm pretty sure was the person who picked it up.
That would be Colton Bayshore.
Balzer meant to pass it off to George Green, but George Green did not have a full hold on it yet and fell to the ground.
Hit the turf, and Bayshore falls on it for Paulding, and the Panthers recover. So they trade turnovers here in the 4th quarter. And now the Panthers with the ball back, 1st and 10 on their own 14-yard line. Like that's the 16-yard line. And another flag. And that's an illegal substitution on the Panthers. So we've seen it all tonight.
Yeah, we have seen it all tonight.
We've seen offsides, false starts, personal fouls, an illegal substitution, holds, you name it.
Oh, man. The only thing we haven't got is a face mask.
Yeah, unless it was one of those personal fouls, but
Maybe.
I don't think so. Haven't seen that. We haven't had a chop block or
a technical.
Or anything. So let's not jinx it.
Yeah, so let's.
So 1st and 15 now, back at the 11-yard line, and not much there at all. It'll be 2nd down, and they're going to say no gain, 2nd and 15. Ball stays on the 11-yard line, and the clock rolling, getting down near 9 minutes. Fife comes back from the sideline. Here we go. Fife under center. Fife dropping back to throw. Sets. Ball in the air. Man there, and it's going to be picked off again.
Aaron Klima.
Klima with the INT. He hits the turf right away, so no return or run back on the interception, but that's okay. It's Ace's ball as Klima racks up the 2nd interception of the night for the Aces defense. He read that really well and cut in at the last moment and was able to pick that one off.
Got the crowd alive.
Yeah. So the Aces,
second INT of the night.
They're bopping away down in the student section, having a great time tonight. And we'll get ready to get back into action here. 1st and 10 Hicksville on the Panthers' 39-yard line. Man in motion for the Aces. Balzer with the snap. Hands it off. Nope, he keeps it himself. Brody down near the 35. Call it the 36. Gain of about 3. It'll be 2nd and 7 for Hicksville. Panthers band.
Yeah, they're out there
trying to rouse their defense.
They've been doing that all night. They got unique moves for their.
All right, 2nd and 7. Balzer with the snap. He's going to hang on to it himself again, and this time they're waiting for him. Brody's going to go down behind the line of scrimmage at about the 37-yard line. So 3rd down. And it goes from 2nd and 7 to 3rd and a long 7. About a half-yard loss on the carry for Balzer. Brody drops back, puts it in the air. Klima, and incomplete. No flag on the play as they were both vying pretty clean defense. Klima not able to catch the ball, and it's not the defender does a good job. He doesn't pick it off, but prevents the reception. And that'll bring up 4th down for the Aces. It'll be 4th and 7 on the Panthers' 37-yard line. 7:12 to go in the game. Aces up by 20. 27-7.
Looks like Aces are going to go for it.
Balzer wanting to throw it again. Puts the ball in the air. He overthrows Klima. That'll be incomplete. And the Aces will turn it over on downs. It'll be 1st and 10 Panthers at their own 37-yard line. Well, maybe not.
There's a flag on the play. I saw that originally. I thought it was a referee that accidentally dropped their flag.
And it was, well, the penalty was declined. So It was probably against the Aces, and the Panthers declined it rather than give Hicksville a penalty in yardage and a chance to replay that down. They were like, nope, they'll decline it, and they'll take the football at the 37-yard line. So 1st and 10, Paulding at their own 37. 7:07 to go here in the fourth quarter. Homecoming night at Aces Field. The Aces looking to pick up their first victory of the season here tonight. Fife, handoff. Ball carry number 15. It's Jesse Schaefer. Schaefer out to about the 42-yard line. That'll make it 2nd and about 5. Here we go. Clock rolling. And powering forward. That's Lamb. Lamb will get out to the 45-yard line to make it 3rd and about 2. As we reach the halfway point of the fourth quarter, 6 minutes gone, 6 minutes to go. Here come the Panthers. Fife drops the ball again. And we'll see. They're going to have to untangle the pile. Nope. No doubt about it. It didn't take them long. A recovery by the Aces. That's about the 3rd or 4th time now that Fife had that problem. I don't know whether it's because his hands are cold or what the case is, but he's had a couple of snaps that had bounced off his hands, and he's lost a couple of them. And he loses that one, and that's the Aces, I think, their 3rd turnover now, or their 4th turnover of the night that they can take advantage of. 5:39, and Hicksville gets the ball back, 1st and 10 on the Paulding 45-yard line.
The possession marker did not get me this time. I almost said flag on the play, and I thought about it. I was like, wait, nope, that's orange.
Balzer, quick hitter out to Langham. Brent across the 40 and out of bounds. They're going to say he stepped out right at the 40-yard line. So that'll be a 5-yard pickup, and it'll be 2nd and 5 Aces. Clock stops with Langham going out of bounds. 5:33 left to go in the game. Here we go. Balzer, high snap, but he hangs on to it. Boom! Wow, I felt that one.
They were expecting George right there.
George Green took a shot. They hit him right at the 40-yard line.
George is covering up his chest like, whoa, what just happened?
They hit him. He went up in the air and backwards about 2 yards. Like I said, I felt that one up here. That was a shot.
I was actually having a conversation with George Green this morning, actually, before school started, and I was asking him, I was like, George, I'm like, with your size and your strength, I'm like, do you ever have like a moment where you have 4 players come at you? And he even said, yes, that happens a lot where 4 players will swarm him, and he even admits that there's nothing he can do at that point.
All right, Balzer. 3rd down, rolling out. Brody, ball in the air. Klima. Klima was looking for a flag, but no dice. It'll be incomplete. Aaron almost had it. He got one hand on it, and the defender just got enough of it too to make it fall to the ground incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down and 6 for the Aces. And it looks like they might be punting this one. It looks like Balzer's dropping back kind of deep. He'll see if he can give it a little bit of a love tap and try to pin him deep. With 4:40 to go here in the fourth quarter. High snap, Brody. He'll lob it down, and it'll go out of bounds.
That's about the 14-yard line.
At the 15-yard line.
That was close.
Yeah, you were. So Balzer flips the field, and they'll have a long way to go. The Panthers, when they get back on offense, it'll be 1st and 10 Paulding from their own 15-yard line. When play resumes here shortly. You're watching varsity football action. It's homecoming night. The Aces taking on the Panthers, coming to you live from Aces Field here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel. Bill Murphy, Chris Warner, glad to have you with us for the broadcast tonight. Panthers back on offense. Fife. Quick handoff. And Lamb with the carry. Gain of about 1. So 2nd and 9 coming up.
4:10 left in the game.
Mm-hmm. I'll be expecting to see some snapshots from the homecoming dance on Instagram later tomorrow.
We'll see. When it comes to dances, I tend to let the students be themselves, not have to worry about being on camera or photos.
Pitch out to Larson, and Larson will get across the 20, out to the 21 about.
I might get some photos of the decorations, however.
Well, whatever you want to do.
Yep.
You're there to enjoy yourself.
Yes,
You're not working.
You know, actually, I had a lot of students come up to me and ask me that, saying, "Are you gonna go homecoming and work?" I was like, "No, I might actually enjoy my homecoming."
Yeah.
I did not go my sophomore or my freshman year, and I'm like, maybe I should go to one.
I'm not putting you under any duress.
Thought I might as well go to one before it's too late.
Have some fun. You're only in high school once. Oh, ball is loose. Scooped up. Balzer into the end zone. Touchdown. The ball popped out of Fife's hands. Balzer grabbed it, and he motors into the end zone. And I don't see any flags on the play.
I did not see any flags either.
So it counts 33-7. We'll get ready for the conversion attempt as the Aces unexpectedly score here late in the fourth quarter.
Yes.
Having their best offensive output of the season here tonight.
Oscar going to be kicking for the Aces.
Let's see if Camacho's got one more in him here. Good snap, good hold, good kick. And a good kick. It is good. Camacho splits the uprights. He's 4 for 5 tonight. He's having a great night. 34-7 the score now with 2 minutes and 49 seconds to go in this football game. And Paulding getting ready to receive another kickoff from the Aces and try again on offense tonight. Man, they've been bitten by the turnover bug big time here in this second half. 2 interceptions and a couple of lost fumbles, and wow, 34-7. The Aces are starting to feel it on the sidelines.
Yes.
And in the stands.
I tell you, it's going to be a very good day on Monday when we all come back.
You might see some celebrating down on the field tonight.
Yes.
We'll see. So Camacho's going to get ready to boot it one more time tonight. Lamb and Roanhouse, the two men back deep for the Panthers. And we'll see what Camacho's going to do with the kick here. He's going to put his foot into it. It's going to come down to Lamb. He'll catch it at about the 13-yard line. Lamb across the 30. Lamb getting across the 50, and they're finally going to bring him down at about the 40-yard line.
Oh.
74 got him.
I think that was the number
That's J.J. Avalos. Brought him down.
Almost a little bit of a roughhousing there, but.
So they'll put the ball at the 40-yard line of the Aces. A good, solid return from Lamb from the kickoff.
Sideline threw an extra football to one of the referees, and he's like, oh, I don't need this. Threw it back to the other sideline.
Ball's loose on the turf again. And I think the Panthers got it, but we'll see. Looks like they've got a new quarterback in there for Paulding.
Looks like the Aces got it.
Yep. The new quarterback for Paulding was number 7, Colton Hunt. And Hunt's first play, he loses the football and turns it over to the Aces.
Number 80 for the Aces with the grab. You can look up what number that is. Number 80 for the Aces with the.
Well, they're not going to say. They're going to say now that it was not a lost fumble. So it's going to be 2nd and 5 from the 35-yard line. So evidently the Aces celebrated a little early on that one. Pass out caught. Number 88 makes the grab, and he takes off towards the end zone, and he's going to go in. So Colton Hunt completes the pass to Larkin Yates, and Yates takes it into the end zone. To make it a 34-13 game with 2 minutes and 1 second left on the fourth quarter clock. I'm assuming they're going to maybe go for 2 here. We'll wait and see. The conversion attempt is pending. Colton Hunt takes the snap, throws it up, caught, and it's good. That number 18 made the catch, or 16, Braden Sanders.
Yeah, I think it was number 16.
Yep. So the 2-point conversion is a success, and that makes the score 34-15. Aces still with a 19-point lead. And they'll get ready to get the football back and see if they can run out this clock. And they could do it if they keep the ball on the ground and in bounds, because the Panthers have no timeouts left. So once that clock starts rolling,
the Aces
can keep it rolling. The only way it's going to stop is if it's an incomplete pass, or somebody goes out of bounds or whatever. So we'll see if they're going to do any kind of a squib or onside kick attempt here to get the ball back. Their kicker, 87, Grady Barton.
Gabe Rodriguez and Brody Balzer falling back for the Aces.
And it is going to be a wrestling match, and we'll see what happens. It's got to go over 10 yards, and I don't think it went 10 yards.
I don't think it did either.
He kicked it at the 40, so it would have to go past the 50-yard line.
It might have got past the 50. From my angle, it looked like it just barely got past the 50.
And like I said, if it didn't, then it would have to be touched by one of the Aces and been a live ball.
It looks like it was touched by the Aces. They got it.
So the Aces get the football. They don't lose it on the onside kick attempt. It'll be Aces ball. 1st and 10, just across the 50-yard line. And they're waiting for a guy to get out there. Otherwise, they won't have enough people on the line. New quarterback in And it took too long. False start. Okay. Back him. I thought it might be delay a game.
Who is the quarterback? That's number 34 for the Aces.
Yep, that's Cross Zedike. He's been in a lot in the fourth quarter this year, but usually not in this kind of a situation.
And Camden Walter, number 22, I think that is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yep, I
so
was
again,
correct.
the younger players coming in, but this time not because there's no chance of winning the game, but they're in this time because it looks like they should be able to coast to the win. Zedike takes a knee. That'll get the clock rolling. It'll go from 1st and 15 to
The Aces have 4 downs. They could take 4 knees and burn off 2 minutes, but they would have 1 second remaining, so.
Well, we'll see how it goes.
You know, that'd be the first time I've ever seen 4 knees, but I would assume it is allowed.
Well, if you take the knee on 4th down, then as soon as your knee hits the ground, you turn the ball over.
Okay, so it does not add 30 seconds.
No, it would be a change of possession, so that would stop the clock.
Okay.
So Zedike going to take another knee. 40 more seconds can go off here. And we're at 1:10. So we'll see. It might get down to 4th down, and they might have to run one play and then try to just run around for a little bit to get the clock to 0 and then take a knee. So we'll see how Coach Smith is going to play this. If it's under 40 seconds when they snap the ball and take the knee, then that'll be the ball game. And it will be. So Zedike just needs to take the knee here. Boom, 35 seconds. They got 40 on the game clock. And that's going to do it. So the Aces, it's going to be a good time in Hicksville tonight. As everybody, look at them down. They're having a hard time containing themselves, jumping around.
You got the team managers down there.
It's still 15 seconds away from being official.
Let's see if Coach Smith is going to get to do another play like the Ayersville game where he throws the ball down. Nope, okay.
Right. So the final 3, 2, 1. Now it's in the books officially. Aces win on homecoming night. They pick up their first victory of the 2022 football season as they knock off the Paulding Panthers on homecoming night, 34-15, the final score. Aces taking advantage of a lot of turnovers, especially in the second half, and some good solid offensive play, and put one in the win column. So that's good. There were a lot of people that had some kind of gloomy forecasts for the Aces season when all was said and done. So they're not going to go winless this year, and here comes the student section as they come on out to congratulate their Aces on a well-earned victory here tonight. There goes the homecoming queen. They're all heading out there. Like I said, it's going to be a good time in Hicksville tonight. This time,
I can't wait to go back to school on Monday.
They've been waiting for a win here on the gridiron for a long time, and it's a good thing to see it finally happen. So congratulations to Coach Lucas Smith and the Aces tonight. Again, winners over Paulding 34-15. Well, as we get ready to wrap things up, we want to say some thank yous ourselves from up here in the press box. First off, to all of our underwriters making our coverage possible here on Hicksville Community Television this evening. They include our platinum level underwriting supporter. That's ARC Solutions Incorporated of Hicksville, Ohio. Located on Industrial Drive and online at www.arcsolinc.com. Thanks also to all of our diamond level underwriting supporters, underwriting all of our Aces sports coverage. They include the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Our good friends at APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, located in Hicksville's Industrial Park. They're also online at www.aptmfg.com/careers. And finally, the Hicksville Pharmacy in downtown Hicksville, your good neighbor pharmacy with a full-service pharmacy for you and your family, over-the-counter medications, medical equipment, and more. Again, if you wanted to check on the availability for COVID boosters, flu shots, feel free to give them a call and find out more at 419-542-6218. And again, thanks to all of our underwriters for helping us bring you the coverage here tonight. We also want to say a big thank you to the Hicksville Athletic Department for, again, giving us the space up here and the permission to live stream the coverage tonight, and also to Hicksville Schools for helping us out throughout the day with our coverage of homecoming stuff. And you got a couple thank yous for your homecoming stuff.
I wanted to thank Jeff Slattery, the high school principal. He was the one who helped me get the logistics situated of coming down the 50-yard line for each of the homecoming members, as well as the homecoming advisors, and the athletic directors, Jeff Haught and Paul Overmeyer, for giving me permission to be on the field.
Yeah. So we want to thank all of them. Like I said, it was a great cooperative effort. We really do appreciate it. And it's one of the great things about being the hometown broadcasters here. They treat us right. And we also want to thank all of you for joining us. Hope you enjoyed all of our coverage throughout the day today, whether you were with us earlier for the pep rally or here this evening for the pregame ceremonies and the football game. And, of course, we've got other stuff that we've recorded that we're going to be editing and putting out on Mediacom Channel 12, SMT8, and also video on demand. So lots of homecoming stuff that'll be coming up in the next week or so as well. So, again, thanks to all of you for joining us on the live stream. And, again, if you haven't already done so, consider subscribing. You can hit the bell for notifications. And, again, you can give us a thumbs up or whatever. We'd appreciate that. That way you can keep up to date with new programs that we post on our video on demand library, and, of course, live streams that come up as well, and help us reach our goal of getting 1,000 subscribers maybe by December 31st of this year. And follow us on Facebook, too, and check us out on Instagram. And you can make Chris happy and follow him on Twitter.
Yes.
He wants to build up. He wants to build up that Twitter account.
Yes, at Hicksville T or Hicksville Community Television.
Yes, he has a hard time motivating himself to tweet when he's only got like 2 or 3 people.
Yes,
so,
yes. You got to give me motivation.
So
there
anyway,
you go.
We do want to thank you for all of that. Next week, the Aces are on the road for the last time this season. Chris and I will be traveling along with them. We'll be heading to Edgerton for a matchup with the Bulldogs, and the Aces are going to have to bring their A game for that one. Bulldogs are having a pretty good year on the gridiron themselves. And then after that, the last 2 games of the season, both back here in the friendly confines. Week number 9, we'll take on the Fairview Apaches, and then we'll wrap up the season, week number 10, hosting the Rams of Tenora. And as for Christopher and I, well, we'll be talking to you again tomorrow over on the Hicksville Community Television Facebook page, as we've got volleyball action coming your way with the Lady Aces taking on both Wayne Trace and Lincoln View as they're parts of a tri-match. And we'll be there probably just a little before 10 o'clock to get that live stream broadcast started. And again, that'll be on the Hicksville Community Television Facebook page. So with that, going to wrap it up. And one final time tonight, your final score?
34-15.
There we go. I wanted to see if you remember. 34-15, Aces beat the Paulding Panthers. And for Christopher Warner, who is the online streaming production manager and cameraman tonight, I'm Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television, wishing all of you a very good night and good sports.